Hi, this is Luke Murrow with 360 Yield Center. I'm out here in the field today, checking on moisture in the corn stalks, kind of seeing where we are and seeing how long before we can maybe start planting in some of this. With that, I wanted to talk a little bit just about 360 chain roll and 360 yield saver. This field that I'm standing in, we actually harvested half of it with 360 chain roll and yield saver, and the other half was actually just harvested with standard intermeshing rolls on a John Deere head with yield saver also on it. One of the interesting things that we found when you drive by this field on the road is you can actually see that line, not necessarily in the way the stalks are cut or anything like that, but actually the darkness. This field has kind of a blacker look to it. The stalks that were harvested with the 360 chain roll actually kind of have a darker, more black, and what that is that the stalks are actually starting to break down a little faster. They have a lot more microbe activity on them as compared to the side that was harvested with the intermeshing rolls. One of the other things too out here is this corn was harvested when it was 16 to 18% moisture, and you got to look really hard to find a kernel out here. And with today's corn prices where they are right now, you know, we need to try to capture every bushel we can. 360 has a couple neat ROI calculators on our website. If a guy would want to take time to pull them up and look at them, you can actually type in the information from your operation, you know, about how many bushels you think you're going to save, which on average is about 80% for most growers. If you type those in, you can actually figure out how fast the ROI would be for you on your operation, and that actually can also be done with chain roll. One of the key benefits and advantages to chain roll when it comes to ROI is actually the placement of seed and the amount of final population stand you can end up with. A lot of times when it comes to stock and residue management, one of the issues we have is when we go back to plant into that field the next year, we'll actually have a little bit of issues with placement and also with stalks being down inside the true V. With 360 chain roll, we're actually leaving them stalks a little longer, which allows us to be able to use those row cleaners to get them out of the way and get that seed better placed and in more consistent moisture. If you have any other questions, please visit 360yieldcenter.com and have a great spring.